about the weather. What is your favorite kind of weather?
Um, Actually, the weather which I like mostly the summer, because in the summer I can do a lot of activities such as sport with our friend. Um, because I am now living in a apartment, so a lot of tennis or sport such as a football playground near to my apartment, so I can easy to join any games near to my house. So I love the. In addition, in the summer, I also can have the time with my family to go to another beach to have the relaxed time after the busy working days.
What do you usually do on a hot summer day?
As I mentioned above, in the hottest day, I often spend most of my time. For example, in the weekends, I spend most of my time in the days with my family in the room with the balanced temperature by the air conditioner to avoid the hot in such day. So in the afternoon or maybe in the night when the temperatures is decreased dramatically. So we often go to the lake or sometimes it's spend time to swim in the pool near the apartment to relax.
How does the hot weather affect people's lives?
Can you repeat the question?
How does the hot weather affect people's life?
You mean affect?
Affect.
Um, I think, in my opinion, in the hot weather, we um, everybody can have some feelings such as hot and sticky. So sometimes it's not it's uncomfortable for everybody because you know um, uh, um, you you go out and um, although although you wear a little shirt or clothes in your body, but you always feel hot and a lot of I think a lot of weather around you.
Part two.
Yes.
You have 1 minute to prepare and 2 minutes to speak. Quay có hướng về cho anh đâu. Không phải nó đang quay bằng camera trước mà. Time's up. Are you ready?
Today I'm gonna talk about my favorite special event that I like most in the year. This is a Lunar Tet New Year. it's often appear in the spring every year. So it's a time for the traditional Lunar New Year for the East people in as our country. So in that festival, we often spend all the time for our family together to relax after the busy year with the work. So in our in our special in this our special festival, we also do some traditional activities such as cook some special cakes such as chung cake as a very traditional food in our Lunar New Year to wish all the lucky for every people. And in addition, we also in the first day of our New Year, we also give some lucky money for our children to wish their own the health, on the lucky for our children for the birthday new year. So the thing which I like most in this festival is the time which we spend for our family together. Because actually I live far from my parents. My parents live in other cities, so in the New Year, I think it's very important day for every people.
So let's move to part 3. Do you think celebration of the seasons benefit? Do you think celebration of the season benefit people lives?
Yes, of course, because I think, in my opinion, the celebration of special days is very important for every people, because we have do some activities such as music events or other activities for a lot of people can join in that day, because today we have a lot of demands of relaxing and also to do activities on that day, not only spend the time only in the home and maybe talking some conversation with our relatives. We also need to have some for example, in the New Year, we can create the important events such as in the day from which is changes from the previous year to the new year. We have the fireworks, we have the music event for everybody. Everybody can celebrate with each other. Sometimes say cheers, and wish all the lucky to everybody.
How does climate change affect the nature life where you live?
From my point of view, nowadays we can feel the climate change. It's quite easy for us to feel the climate change effect to our environment, because actually we in our country we have 4 seasons, but nowadays it's not much different between the two group seasons, such as the first group is a summer and the spring, and the second group of seasons is in the winter and the autumn. In the first group, you may know it's not much different between the temperature, also as climate as well as the weather in the first group, and the same as in the second group. We also have the same feeling. And I think in other sides, for example, in the south side of Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City, we can feel it's easier because in the summer day, we can feel a lot of effects such as a long day with the with the sunshine appear to everybody, and we can feel it easily.
What are the measures that can be taken to prevent climate change?
In my opinion, to prevent the climate change, it need the responsibility from both the everybody in our countries and as well as the authorities. Firstly, everybody in the country need to raise awareness about the climate change, because the climate change is not easy for everybody to feel the effect of the climate change, because it changes day by day, and its consequence is quite harm to our society, but we cannot feel it. We cannot feel it immediately. So we can put more the content related to the consequence of the climate change to our education in the school, as well as to the public in our the good media, to raise the awareness of every people. And secondly, with the authority, we have to create some funds in order to raise the money from the external source, such as foreign investor, foreign organization, as well as the good enterprise in the local. So in order to prevent all the pollution, all the bad effects to our environment, to prevent the climate change, because I think this is such a hot potato in our country nowadays.
Finish.